Hi everyone and welcome to this special episode of My Life in Disabilities. This episode is going to focus on my life over the last year during the coronavirus pandemic because I thought it'd be really useful video to make, especially as we've all been going around the world through the same things, especially from someone with autism, how I coped over the last year. Now throughout this video I am going to make references to positive and negative events throughout my life, but out of respect I'm not going to name anyone to do with the negative things throughout my life. I'm going to go through sort of on a month by month basis. So January was okay for me really. I don't think anything major happened then. I'm going to start in February and the start of this episode. So I hope you enjoy it. So my first thought of February was when the coronavirus sort of was making an impact on the UK. I was down in London at the time. Went and saw Mamma Mia, which was and still is the last play I saw. So stayed for a weekend there, and then I think first thoughts was the last day we were there on the Sunday, where I really noticed that the figures of deaths were, I think it was about 60 at the time, which was quite scary to be honest. Especially as most of them seem to be local to London and so we were in a busy city, no restrictions could be brought in at the time, no social distancing, no masks, nothing. We're just going all around about our business, just London as it was a year ago. Then March was a good month, so to give some context, I did an apprenticeship from 2018 to 2019 and my contract was due to end in March. And I didn't have a permanent job at the time, but I went for an interview and luckily I managed to get the job. And I was really looking forward to it because I think I thought it was going to be the start of like a career I really wanted. And I managed to get the job, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic, they had to withdraw the job offer, which was quite scary because obviously I didn't know what I was going to do for work. Everywhere was shutting down, the lockdown had been just brought in, so there's no jobs. So I didn't really know what to do. But luckily, my previous employer had managed to very kindly extended my contract on a month-by-month basis until the end of July. Yeah, my last employer luckily managed to extend my contract until the end of July. So I just plodded along really. Like, it was really scary, everything was locking down, cases were going up. Luckily where I live is quite remote, so we're not really around any people. Yeah, I was quite lucky really, and followed the rules, kept social distance when social distance was brought in, kept that. And luckily me and my family decided to buy masks early because we had the feeling it was coming in, and it did come in a couple of weeks afterwards. Because my time between March and July was just spent looking for a job and working my temporary job. My brother's a key worker as well, so obviously we felt for him, especially the case of going out, working with all these people. I think it was... So I'm going to fast forward a bit because I can't really remember what... and I just thought that time, like everybody else, was just spent indoors wondering when this pandemic is going to be over. So luckily we had the lovely weather between then. So I managed to work from home outside, which was it was a new experience, but good enough because we got a garden. I spent most of my time outside. So I think it was about April or May really that I tried something I've never tried before. I started taking up yoga. Don't know why. I suppose just to keep myself busy, keep myself healthy, active. I've never really been into fitness at all. That was interesting, especially with dyspraxia, trying to do yoga, all these like complicated positions with no hand-eye coordination. But I enjoyed it, and I did that for about a couple of months. I suppose that's one thing really that I have. During lockdown, I got into fitness as well. I've tried different apps and things, and yeah, I think that one works quite well. So if I fast forward to, I think it was July, around the time my contract was ending. So I decided, what can I do? I haven't found a job, unfortunately. I went on to, luckily through someone at work who consulted at the university I'm at now on their journalism course. So I applied for that, and luckily I managed to get in. But then I had a look around the courses, and I don't know, I just never really seen myself as a journalist. So I went on and transferred to the TV production course, which I'm on now, because I've always really wanted to get into TV, but unfortunately it's one of those situations where can't really get a job without any experience, but you can't get experience without the job. So I applied for the TV production course, and they let me transfer over, which was really good. Yeah, I suppose it was really hard over lockdown because I like going out places. I like going on adventures, going to see shows, theme parks, seeing friends. But unfortunately, wasn't able to. And don't know, it just felt it was a very isolated time. And I know it's probably the same for everyone. But even with the age of like Zoom and Teams, you don't. Nothing beats actually talking to someone, does it? Really. Over the summer, I was just getting to Reddit uni. I was really looking forward to it because obviously I was getting to move out again, getting to have my own independence, and then yeah, so I was just preparing that over the summer really. In September, so I moved in September. Met my flatmates. The place I went to uni, it was in, I suppose before not, yeah, it was in enhanced measures, I think they called it, where unfortunately all the shops were shut, restaurants were shut even before like national lockdowns really kicked in, which is a shame. It's didn't really get the whole social experience, so we were all in the same bubble together. And at the time, like moving in, like I did, like all my flatmates were lovely. Yeah, we really enjoyed ourselves. Had some good times. All our lectures were online, unfortunately, because of the pandemic. So then I didn't really feel like that. I was at university until probably about March, April time when we were allowed to go in properly. So I suppose another thing as well, making friends, even though you were together. Like I thought it went well at first, but I'm not going to go into details. But due to events, what you moved back home due to some disagreements, we'll so say, with flatmates over something that happened. Because ever since lockdown started, I always follow the rules, like maintain social distancing, always wear a mask, got my own sanitizer. But not everybody followed that. I'm not going to make it political or judge anyone for their decisions. Like everybody's got to do what's best for them. But I thought, because yeah, just looking out for other people really. So not everybody was following the rules and like mixing around each other's flats and things like that, which I didn't really agree with. Because the thing about the coronavirus is that it's difficult to know if you've got it or not. Well, at the time it was, because obviously now we've got the rapid tests and the PCR tests, but yeah. So fortunately, fell out. Don't really moved on from that part of my life. So I moved back home in December. So I really enjoyed, even though the degree was online, I've really enjoyed like learning, even online. It's been really interesting learning about the TV industry, doing TV production. Yeah, and we were just really excited to learn my own shows. So then if we fast forward to, so yeah, when we were in this year's systems, so again, when I went to uni, it was really locked down, so we couldn't really do anything. Like, just missed going out and spending time with friends and things, but we weren't allowed to do that, which has been really hard. But sort of making up for now that we're sort of easing lockdown in the UK, so we can go out and see our friends and things. If we go to, where should we go next? No, November. Let's go to November. I know I've skipped a bit. November was like the first time we saw everybody in person at uni. Like our class going for these special workshops, which are really good. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to see everybody in person, although it was slightly odd because I don't know. I think we all found it a bit awkward, like, or forgot how to have conversations, which is really strange because seeing people for the first time in 3 months, just a new experience, which it's strange. But once we like all got comfortable with each other, it was all right. Then I don't think anything really changed till go to February 2021, which was quite nice. I started going on, had some dates. I was being on dating apps, so it was quite nice. It felt a bit normal going on dates. I thought they went quite well, but I'm still single, so but it was just nice, like just a normal thing to do, like after the last 3 months from before February. Then March is probably the hold on, or was it February 2019 or February 2020? I'm getting confused. So if we skip, let's go to March. So March 2021 was when the restrictions started. So sort of like loads of shops were reopening again. You could go to the cinema, go to the swimming pool. Like, I love swimming. I'm a big fan of swimming. I haven't been that yet this year, then, but where I live at home, it's quite a way away from the local swimming pool. Yeah, could go out and see friends, and that's when our in-person lectures started again, which was really good because we started to work on our own TV shows. And in previous videos, I've talked about Beyond Disabilities, which can't wait to show you. And I am going to do a video about completely dedicated to Beyond Disabilities very soon, and also the new project I'll be working on for the next couple of months, which I'm very excited about. We started to go. So I took advantage. So originally, backstory: Beyond Disabilities was originally just going to be me and my phone camera. But then when lockdown restrictions started to ease, I thought I want to take advantage of this. I want to go out to all different locations. And luckily I had a brilliant crew with me, who I'll talk about more in the next video, who travelled everywhere. And of course, I can't thank my mum enough, because I don't drive, so she took us everywhere, bless her. But again, I'll talk more about that in the next video. So March and April have been spent, and a bit of May, making Beyond Disabilities story I've just wanted to tell for ages now. These are a bit more informal, these videos, but Beyond Disabilities, it's more structured. We've got some great contributors on there talking about autism. And I think it was about February, March time, really. So when I started TikTok, and then I suppose it's made me TikTok helped me with these videos, make these videos, give me the confidence, really, because I've seen brilliant TikTokers like Amy and some other ones as well, who've been so open and done some brilliant like autism advocacy work on there. And I think TikTok has given a voice to autistic people that I don't think exists before. So this is why I'm making these videos, just because there's nothing like this when I was growing up. Like, autism, I don't know, still very unknown, wasn't really talked about. But now I think people are getting more confident talking about it and more accepting, which is brilliant to see. Fast forward to where we are now. I suppose it's June now, isn't it? So I've completely finished filming Beyond Disabilities. I've only got a couple of months left of my master's degree, which is scary, but I've had such a brilliant time. There have been ups and downs. I've lost friends throughout the last year. I've gained new ones, but I'm in a happy place. I'm in the right place. I'm doing the right degree. I can't believe I'm given the opportunity to hopefully get this Beyond Disabilities on TV later this year, which I'll update everybody about when I know more. And I don't know, just like from the first bit of the year was very down, very negative. Just feels like that everything's coming together now. Hopefully we'll be starting to write my stories again at some point if I have the time. But I'm concentrating more on my work. I'm looking into setting up Attorney Productions as a proper production company. So I'm exploring the different avenues at the moment. I'm about to start pre-production work on my second project, which I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be on yet, but I've got loads of different episode ideas, so I'll update you all on that when I know more. I'm still living at home, but it's been really good. And I suppose with not to make this political or health again, but with things that hopefully starting to look up for the world again. And I went to London for the first time in over a year on Saturday. I'm filming this on the bank holiday Monday, and it's just nice to go out and do something normal again. Like I went to Doctor Who Time Fracture because I'm a massive fan of Doctor Who, and I can't recommend it enough. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you're a fan of Doctor Who, fan of theatre, want to see the two together, go see Doctor Who Time Fracture in London. But yeah, and just looking forward to hopefully next few months graduate, hopefully get my first job within the TV industry, and hopefully get the chance to make more episodes. And because I've just really enjoyed it, like telling stories like through TV. There's no other platform like it, and it's just a unique opportunity. But that's been my last year, really. Some down. I have struggled with my mental health a bit. I've had help for that, but it's been, I'm coming out the other end. and on this lovely sunny bank holiday Monday, that I think is a good sign of things to come. And always have to say, like, thank you to all key workers over the last year, from doctors, nurses, refuse collectors, to order picker packers, shop workers, warehouse workers, farmers, everyone. Like, on behalf of everyone, just thank you, really, that you've kept this country going. And I know my thoughts go out to everybody who's lost someone or who's been affected by the coronavirus, whether that be you've known someone who's passed away, someone who's lost a business or lost their job. That it's been a sad time, but hopefully things are getting better now. And finally, next episode will be about Beyond Disabilities. That'll be the last episode in the first series. I've got plans for a second series, but it's going to be more, won't be scheduled like these, or won't have certain themes. I'll just make a video. So I hope to make I'm going down for work experience in London for a week in August. So I'll talk more about that. It won't be really autism, but it's just to really document that. And finally, thank you so much everyone who's watched these videos. I really appreciate it. And thank you for listening. And I hope you have a good day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you very much. See you soon.